All right, so today we're going to be talking about some physical adaptations. So I know that we've talked about this a little bit in school. Most of you understand most of the physical adaptations that are out there, but this is a good review for you. So physical adaptations are physical traits that help an organism survive and reproduce. So the first one is protective coloring. So the coloring always, or not always, but sometimes blends into the environment, which allows it to camouflage, which allows that animal to survive better. Now, I have an example of protective coloring with a domestic animal that sometimes is similar to some wild animals. So, here is my ferret. And there's another animal that's very similar and can produce with her if she gets out into the wild, and it's called a polecat. Now, if those polecats, those wild polecats, were white like her, with her coloring, they would most likely live somewhere where it's mostly white. If she got out in the desert or in the forest where it wasn't mostly white, or a polecat that was white lived in those areas, that gene or trait would not be passed on because other animals would be able to spot it very easily, and it would be able to be eaten, and the genes and traits wouldn't be passed along. She also has some claws, if I can get a little closer, but she does have some claws. So if she was a wild polecat, she would be able to rip apart her food, and she also has some pretty strong teeth. I'm not going to show you it now, but I will take a picture and put them into the Google and show you. But she has some teeth because she is an obligate carnivore, and that means that she does eat meat. So, pollination. So the pollination is when flowers are mixing up their genes with the pollen in the egg, and this is creating diversity in the organisms. So not everything is going to look exactly the same. There are bird beaks, so there's different types of bird beaks, as in Charles Darwin's theory that he sees in the Galapagos. The bird beaks were different shapes and sizes because of the seed dispersal, and it changed over long periods of time. So this helps them with some food. Seed dispersal is just basically the seed being able to get to another location so that way it can pollinate or be planted and grow. And that'll be all for today. Hope you enjoyed the little feature with the little creature.